I'm Casey, and this is. Wait, let me start over. Hi, I'm Casey, and this is a movie I wrote about me. But this isn't an autobiography of my life story from when I was born to now. No, this isn't a retelling of an important event in my life. This movie is just about me and whoever I am right now at this point in my life. To be completely honest, I don't know who that is, which is kind of why I made this movie. You know what? At this point, I'm kind of just rambling, and Integrated Arts is about to be over, so I gotta go. Just watch.
Love Eminem. Slim Sadie, I'm sick of him. Look at him walking around, rapping as you know what, flipping as you know who. Yeah, but he's so cute though. Probably got a couple of screws up in my head loose, but no worse than what's going on in your parents' bedroom. But sometimes I wanna get on TV and let loose. We can't. The scoop is hungry to hump a dead moose. My mom is on your lips. My mom is on your lips. And if I'm lucky, you might just give it a little kiss.
Hi, Casey.
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, Mom. Yeah.
Homework?
Yes, Mom.
Dinner's gonna be in an hour.
It seems today that all you see is violence in movies and sex on TV.
He's alive! Good news. My dad is thinking of giving me the Vista Cruiser. Time to say hi.
Jansen.
Hi there. Surprised?
What is this?
Not what, man? Who? You.
Your...
Yes. I'm you.
But...
Yep. And so am I.
Okay, what the hell is going on?
You're about to undergo a process of significant thought about a certain problem in your life that will hopefully be followed by an epiphany of some sort. Yep. All in the form of some effed up hallucination and or dream.
Dream.
Don't think about it too much.
Okay. Well, why am I, both of you, here?
Well, I'll give you the short version. We are going to force you to talk about yourself.
What do you mean?
Now, Casey, you and I both know that a while ago you weren't really in a good place.
Okay, wait a second. We're not about...
Let him finish.
Look, I can already tell where this is going, and I don't think... Would you please?
All I'm saying is that not too long ago, you weren't that great.
Your point? I'm fine now.
Yeah, okay. Yes, we know that. We know you know that. But is it because you've actually gotten over it? Because you've actually moved on? Or is it just because you've numbed yourself to it? You've stopped talking about it long enough to forget about it?
What's your point?
A while ago, your mother asked you what type of person you wanted to be. And it seems like you still have no clue who that is. And we're going to figure out who that is right here, right now. We're going to break you down into tiny little pieces and find out what the heck is wrong with you.
And... how are we gonna do that?
By showing you all the ways you've screwed up. No, just by asking you some questions.
But if you're both me, then won't you already know the answers?
You'd think that, wouldn't you? And yet, you're you, and you still don't know, and that's the problem.
Okay. Let's get this over with.
What type of person are you?
That's it? That's the question? The question that's supposed to make me figure myself out?
Just answer the question.
I don't know. A good one? Good enough? What? What do you want me to say? Okay, well, let me ask something else. What type of person were you? What type of person was I? You heard yourself. It might help you understand where you're at if you understand where you were. So come on, answer the question. What do you want me to say? The truth. Say all those repressed thoughts circling around in your head right now. Say exactly what came to mind when we asked you that question. Splendid. I was freaking peachy. We were wonderful. I see no point to this. Damn it, Casey, for once, just be honest with yourself. There's nobody to lie to right now. What? You want me to say selfish? If that's what you were thinking. What else? You want me to say selfish? Confused? So much so that... Oh, please. Go on. So much so that I tweaked on some good people. That I lost sight of important things. That I cared about my happiness more than that of those who I claimed to care for. No, I hurt people. Well, Casey, okay. Good job, but that's not all. Seriously? What else is there? Keep talking. And because of that, I didn't like the person I was. Go on. And maybe because of that... Come on, man. Say it. I hurt myself. Why? At the time, I didn't really know. But looking back, I don't know. To punish myself for what I was doing to people, for not trying to get an understanding of my emotions before I made decisions, for putting myself in unhealthy situations that put me in a position where I was just continually hurting people. People I swore I cared about. People I loved. You know how bad it got. Say it. Why are you doing this? Ask yourself that question. I did. You know what I mean. Just say it. So bad that I jumped in front of a car. Twice. I felt as though I had hurt enough. Something happened, and I got to witness firsthand the consequences of my actions. And I was weak. I wanted to do anything to stop feeling how I was feeling. So I did. What happened? It wasn't successful. Two of my friends, Michael and Jalen, tackled me out of the way. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be here right now. Okay. Good job. Now go on. Look, there really is nothing else to talk about, okay? I was in a bad place, now I'm not, okay? I'm happy. Yeah, but you didn't just wake up like that. What had to happen to get you to that point? Well, shortly after that, I ended up in the ER. Not because anything happened to me physically, but because in cases like mine, it's considered an emergency and requires almost immediate medical attention. And the mental hospital, Casey. All right, can we not call it a mental hospital, please? And I don't understand why I have to go over this shit with you guys anyway. All right, you know, you're me. You already know. What's the point? Keep going. Well, after being examined by multiple different doctors with the same questions, they diagnosed me with clinical depression, and I was sent to something called an inpatient facility, which basically means that they didn't find it okay for me to be by myself. They were afraid of what I might do if I was alone, what I might do to myself if I was left alone for too long. It was the 7th floor of this really boring looking building. They put me with a group of other adolescent boys, ages 12 to 17 specifically. The floor consisted of one long hallway with bedrooms on either side. At the end of the hallway there was one desk lit by one desk lamp. Next to that there was one big community room with a TV where we only watched Fox News. Pencils, pens, scissors, pretty much anything sharp weren't allowed into the bedroom. The mirrors weren't mirrors, they were shiny metal plates. They were afraid if they used actual mirrors, some of the kids would break them and use the shards for any reason. The windows were bolted shut and unbreakable. You couldn't open them, so they were kind of just a constant reminder of what you were missing out on. Every morning after breakfast, all of us would gather around the windows and look at the people in the Walgreens parking lot across the street for fun. I was only there for 6 days. And that made you happy? I mean, there must be something missing. That doesn't really seem like something that would make us happy. No, the treatments didn't do anything. The group therapy didn't do anything. The therapist who came into my room asked me a couple questions and then immediately afterwards called my mother and told her I was lying when I told her I was fine, and then tried to put me on medication. No, that didn't do anything. What did something, what helped me to be happy, was just sitting in my room, thinking to myself, you know, thinking about my current situation, being alone with my thoughts, thinking about how I got in here, how I felt, you know? That made you better. I'd like to think so, yeah. You know, being forced to be alone with my thoughts, I came to terms with a lot of things. I found a sort of closure in my situation. That's it. That's why we're doing this. We know that's how you got better and figured some stuff out. But I was in a room alone, thinking to myself about my situation. This is completely different. Is it really? I mean, what are you really doing right now? You're sitting in your room, talking to yourself about your current situation. Right. I see now. Alright. So let me ask again. What type of person are you? This whole year, I've just tried my absolute hardest to not hurt people. I've been honest and straightforward with people, and I've made the decisions that make me happy, but as long as they don't directly get in the way of someone else's life or someone else's happiness. To me, that's the best thing that people can do with their lives. You know, like, live it for the betterment of themselves, but as long as they're not purposely screwing over anyone else. You know? I don't know, so that's how I've been trying to live my life. Because I don't like hurting people. Alright, I don't like the way it feels when I hurt people. As simple as that. And when it comes to who you were, how do you feel about that? I've pretty much moved past it. I mean, there are still times every now and then that I'll be left alone with my thoughts for too long, and it'll put me in a bad place. I don't know, I just get caught up thinking too hard, and I don't know. I mean, it stops at the thoughts. Well, that's okay. But, what about the anger? You know, that hasn't really gotten much better. No, alright, no. I guess it hasn't. But I guess part of the person I am is an angry one. But I channel that in my own ways that don't hurt anybody else. What, like breaking shit? Yeah, that's real positive, Casey, but what does that make you? You know who else breaks shit? Toddlers. Angry, tantrum-throwing toddlers. You are a toddler, Casey. I mean, look, the evidence is all over this room. The lamp, the clock, the wall you threw the stool at, the stool you threw at the wall, and this little clothes box that you hit with a bat. You're a child, Casey. You're a little bitch who can't deal with his problems like an adult. Casey, stop it. You're being too hard on yourself. I'm sick of beating around the bush with this guy. I mean, we know what we want him to say, so I'll just say it for him. I mean, we are him anyway, right? Let me ask you a question, Casey. What type of person do you want to be? Come on. No, seriously. I mean, we were getting there anyway, right? It's about that time that you start figuring this stuff out, so come on, Casey. What's taking you so long? All right, let's just slow down a bit, okay? There's nothing left to slow down. I mean, this is it, the final question. This is what we came here to figure out. So come on, Casey, answer the question. You can't expect me to answer that right now, okay? I mean, I've been going through some stuff with myself, and I'm just trying to take it day by day. You think you're special? Everybody has stuff going on, alright? Everybody else has things they need to work out, most of which are worse than yours, and yet they can still get their shit together and at least try to plan out their life. They at least have an idea of who they want to be, so why don't you? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be, Casey? What type of person do you want to be?